What's up, everybody? Okay, so let's talk about dating and marrying somebody, and that person is your one and only. So I know some people, and you probably do too, where they met their spouse when they were whatever, teenagers, even 12 years old, you hear sometimes, and they've never been with anybody else. They got married, and now they're in their 70s, and that was the one for them. It was the perfect relationship and they like to brag and say, "Well, this is the person I married, and I met them, when we were childhood sweethearts." And is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Let's unpack it. So, it's funny. I was talking to a friend about this recently, and they we were, kind of speaking about a couple of people that we know that were childhood sweethearts, and I think, look, whatever works for you, you do. God bless. You want to marry the person you've been with and never be with anybody else. You never had sex with anybody else. You don't know any of the relationship. This is your childhood sweetheart. You married them. Yeah, great. Can't say that enough. God bless you. However, I would say, generally speaking, I think it's a bad idea. I think it's more detrimental than it is good. I think that you learn a lot about yourself through dating others. And I would say, as a general rule of thumb, yes, I understand there's exceptions to the rules, but I would say, you should not have a serious boyfriend or girlfriend until after college or you're older than 22. Because you, I mean, having a serious boyfriend or girlfriend at 13, 14, 15, 16, are you serious? Like, no pun intended. But I mean, it's like you have to experience the world and go out with your friends and worry about family and schoolwork and sports, not boyfriend, girlfriend. No, I'm not saying don't date. I think you should date. I think you should date as young as 13, and you should date a lot of people. But um, to I don't know, for that to be your only person, I think that's detrimental. I think you miss out on a lot. And I'm not saying that you should even necessarily be even dating a lot of people, but you should be living your life, concentrating on sports and school and church and whatever, mosque, synagogue, concentrating on volunteering, concentrating on your career or getting ready for your career, and then when you're out of college, then go find someone serious. And even then, you can make the argument, hey, I got to concentrate on my career. I'll find somebody in my latter 20s or 30s. Fair enough. But I mean, yeah, I kind of cringe when it's like people say, "Oh yeah, it's my childhood sweetheart," and some of the people that I know that have the childhood sweethearts, they're very happy, and they're in their 70s now or even 50s. And again, if it works for you, fine. But and if it doesn't, then what? Because more often than not, it doesn't work. And we know this because the divorce rate is approximately 50%. And what do you think? The other 50 are perfectly happy. So, yeah, I think about 10% of people are probably truly happy in their marriages after 10 years of marriage. So, I mean, like, yeah, the odds are it's not going to be good. And you can make the argument it's not going to be good if you didn't do it right. But again, it's more about experiencing your life and not worrying about, oh, my girlfriend, my boyfriend. So, I think when you're younger in your teens and early 20s, it should be your focus should be God, family, education, sports, friends, and then at the very bottom, your girlfriend, boyfriend. Being a serious girlfriend, boyfriend. And I'm all for, again, dating and getting to know people. And, I think that, I even think, taking proper precautions and being responsible, using protection. I think, having sex before marriage is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Um, you know, but and experiencing life, and I would say more. Forget about the sex thing, but just again, paying attention to your schoolwork, paying attention to your career, getting ready for your career, paying attention to hanging out with your friends, just having fun, and not having to worry about girlfriend boyfriend stuff. Again, dating's fine, but like, yeah, to have the one person you've never been with anybody else, and you're always with that person, I think it takes away a lot from your life. Now, again, everyone's different, right? And I guess at the end of the day, hey, you're 17 and you've been with somebody now for 3 years, and you're both happy. Hey, God bless. You do you. And oh wow, now you're in your 20s. Now you're married. You're in your 30s, and you've never been with anybody else before, and that brings you joy, and it's a great decision for you. Cool. God bless. But I think that's very rare. And again, I think you miss out on a lot. I think it's important to go see the world, to go experience the world, to go get an education, and to focus on your education, whether it be trade school or the military or, college. You can't be worried about my wife or my girlfriend, my boy. No, concentrate on the task at hand. And then when you're done with your training and your education, then, you can give your full attention to somebody. And again, to each his own. It works for some people. I don't think it works for most. I think, again, you're in college, you're in high school, focus. Your focus should be, again, on God, family, education, sports, your friends, and then your boyfriend girlfriend thing, which is the very, very last thing. It should, and so if you're gonna have someone serious, you got to give them attention, and so, and as you get older, and you're in your mid-20s, then it should be, yeah, maybe God, work, and then the girlfriend slash family, boyfriend slash family. As you get older, that moves up the ranks. But yeah. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think it's comment below? Do you think it's a good thing or bad thing to be dating and never have been with anybody else but your spouse, and now you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and you look back and are you happy about that? Or in your 30s and you've never been with anybody else before. And again, it's more than just about sex. It's did you get a chance to experience life actually? Did you get a chance to actually be a kid? Or you were always with this mini husband, mini wife your whole time? You know what I mean? That's more important than the sex thing. It's because a lot of people would say, "Oh, you only had sex with one person." I'm not even concerned about that. It's, did you get a chance to live life? Did you get a chance to be a free teenager, just doing whatever you want, studying and working hard? And did you get a chance to do that? Or were we always like, "Oh, my girlfriend, my girl, I gotta go to my girl, my girlfriend. Oh my god, I got to find my girl, my boyfriend, my boyfriend." Like, come on, that's what I'm talking about. Did you get a chance to really focus on other things in life? That's what I mean by missing out. Not the sex so much. But anyways, I don't know. Tell me what you think, folks. Comment in the section below. I want to know. Is it better, worse, indifferent? Depends. You tell me. And what's been your experience? I know for me, I didn't have my first serious girlfriend until I was 25. And I'm happy about that. And I was also a late bloomer with the sex thing. But that was a good thing because I was able to just be a kid, be a teenager, be somebody in my 20s, and just focus on having fun and school and hard work and volunteering and being part of my church. I didn't have that added responsibility, pressure, focus. I had so much other stuff going on. I was starting a business. I had my work. I had school. I had my friends. How much time can I really focus and give to a girlfriend at that point? So, and priorities matter. And again, when you're in your teens and early 20s, the priority cannot be a girlfriend and boyfriend. Your priority has to be, again, God, family, school, sports, work, friends. At the bottom is the girlfriend, boyfriend thing. When you're in your teens and early 20s. As you get older, that girlfriend, boyfriend thing moves up the ladder. But I don't know. Tell me what you think. All right, I'm out of here. DJ Tony, 54321. Bye.